We don't have to like spell it out and
Yeah, exactly.
tell everyone, but we can have it going there.
What are you doing, Luna?
So I guess I'll start my stream, and
Yeah, I'll kick off this as well.
uh, if you don't want you to be heard on the internet, I guess you will be, because I stream the sound from Discord, just so you know.
I think I'll be all right.
You'll be all right. I think so too. starting stream. I guess I'll just have that running. Oh shit! I should. It'll be a short pre. Well, I can delay my lunch for a little bit maybe. This set on stream. Okay. Spotify. I've been listening to technical death metal, and I've been happy because pig squeals and grunt make me happy for some strange reason. Wormed.
Oh, by the way, any of the sound stuff, like back running here or something that's not.
I think we lost you a little bit there. I heard anything that's not, and then you cut out.
There, pretty much just like, let me know what you want or what's wrong with any of the sound stuff, and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I think you have a really good, like, the type of sound, like the fidelity of it or whatever. It's really good, and all the sounds sound like they go together with each other and with the graphics. So I think like the manner, I don't know how to say it in English, but like the sound design is good. I think some of the sounds need some work to kind of, like the running and backpedal noises, they're way too intense. You'll be super mad at the game after like a little bit of playing when you hear those noises as loud as they're played. But I like how they sound, but maybe not in exactly that way.
A real quick fix, you could just turn the audio source's volume down, and I think that should fix it.
It worked quite a bit, but I want less high end and less of that. There's a squeakiness to, I think it's the backpedal noise, that sounds like you're a robot a lot that doesn't have any, hasn't had any oil for quite a while. I think maybe, I mean, I love the sound, but I think maybe it doesn't. We could use that for like the door opening or something, but maybe not for the player movement sounds.
Okay.
I think when you're working on the sounds, think a lot of like the frequency. If it's something that's going to happen a lot, be a little bit careful about how intense the sound is.
Okay.
You probably know this better than me, so I'm not sure why.
Definitely made the mistake of not implementing it. Oh, it's good to hear.
Yeah. Good. So yeah, I think just continue hacking away at those sounds. I think we have some really
sound really makes a difference.
Yeah, and also when you get a chance, try your hand at like the multi-layered kind of ambient noises / music that we talked about before, because I really loved some of the things
the
demos you
really
did.
Good.
That in combination with sound effects will just blow everyone away, I think.
One of the things, like in terms of actually developing the dynamic music audio, fuck, about in terms of what sort of triggers the external like sort of stems and tracks to be played.
Yeah, I think for that we'll actually need some kind of a manager thing where you can pretty much have the enemies up. The more enemies that are close to you, the more we kind of pull up the fader for enemy danger sound. Maybe I'm not sure how to do that, but I think
I'm sure we
both
can.
me and Rob can start at some point, especially when we get some of those things to try with some of the sounds or soundscapes. I think we'll quite quickly hack together something that can actually play that back and fade things in and out. It shouldn't be that complex. Why can I not delete this thing? I want to erase. Ah, it's because I have things selected. Okay, so that's cool. So I got one viewer on my stream. What?
It'd be me. Actually, no, I'm not on your stream.
No. I think it's actually that's on my stream.
I got the notification. There we go.
Okay, now we're 2. Gotta say, I really enjoy like working with other people on the project. My previous project is really it's been a struggle to be alone on.
Yeah, I think
all these things.
Having multiple people, or even just one other, it adds accountability. You can work with each other. You can bounce ideas. It's, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Also, your current viewer is 1920.
My current viewer?
Total views is 1920.
Okay. Is that a significant?
It just stood out because it was the start of HD, 1920, 1080.
Ah, yeah. So, deleting pixels, listening to pig squeals.
It's like, what am I missing out on the audio spectrum?
Are you listening to it? Or maybe that's annoying with the voices coming.
I can imagine it would be a bit intense maybe for viewers with that many vocals competing.
Probably a little bit. So cute. So how does the inside of a spaceship look?
Spacey.
Spacious, maybe.
Whereas the moon one's a lot of panels, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got a lot of. I think maybe I want more like the Star Wars, the grittier.
Yeah.
Kind a little bit,
yeah,
but still.
The moon one is really.
It's dirty, but
yeah,
it's.
But it was originally like really white and clean.
The Star Wars type of ship is more like hobbled together by various things they found in a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah.
Why am I not getting any landed? I switched to the synthwave
Oh yeah.
playlist to not scare away everyone. We need the few viewers we can get.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't I was thinking when I get a little bit further with the thing, I'll do a tweet to see if we can get some
Yep.
more viewers.
I'm gonna go with
So
some
where's the-
Scandroid.
Sorry?
Gonna go with some Scandroid.
Ah, okay.
I find myself playing this game a lot.
Our game?
Yeah. Like just trying to figure out ways, improvements, and just getting a feel for it and just enjoying smashing things.
Yeah. It's a good base to build on, I think. But we really need to nail the overall structure of the game. And we need to do that quite soon. Because I recognize some of the problems I had when I was working on Tiny Wizard, where that game never happened, was largely because I didn't know what the game was supposed to become.
Yeah.
In a large structure. I had the combat and I got a lot of the tech for generating things, but I just never found a way to make it all come together. And I think it's good that we have this kind of startup period where I guess it feels like we're starting to approach like a state where we should be at least a little bit confident that we could actually pull this off. But still, I'm a little bit wary of.
I think we've made a lot of progress.
This is going to happen. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's still a little bit off yet, just trying to figure out. But I think I really want to try this ship idea. I think it's.
Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. There are so many worries with like the art style. It's actually quite hard to make unique biomes and things like that.
Yeah.
So those are some of my like personal worries that I won't figure out how to actually that I couldn't make that work.
I think we'll be alright on that front. The lava has grown on me a lot.
The lava really adds a lot to look up things.
And the reeds I really like, the teal reeds.
Yeah, I want to get those in game.
I feel like we could do some cool breaking effect on those.
Yeah.
Breaking down like into parts, like sugarcane in Minecraft.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
I guess one of the difficulties of the lava level is spotting the enemies, which is not necessarily too bad of a thing, I guess.
What do you mean with lava?
Like when they're on top of the lava, like
Okay.
seeing them,
Yeah.
they can be quite sneaky.
Yes. I guess we might need to signal it more readily.
By the way, for the sound stuff, like I did all that stuff and that stuff working, and isolated.
You
Sorry?
kept breaking up there.
So I did all the sound stuff in the demo scene.
Yep.
Are you able to hear the stuff in other scenes now? Or not?
I'm not on that branch at the moment, but I can have a look.
Okay.
Should be able to if they're applied to the prefabs. But
There might be some education that needs to happen between some of us.
Yeah.
Yes, but about how like Git works and how Unity works. It should be quite simple. So I guess it's more of a to keep it simple. Just things like how do the prefabs actually get committed to Git and things like that. It make a lot more sense if you get that explained to you.
Yeah.
But you seem to find your way around Unity pretty well.
Oh, so yeah, I really have like no idea what I'm doing, but I'm this is my learning experience, just trying to.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
good.
you get pretty far for what the other code base. It's not the most simple code base, I guess.
I've seen worse, but I also, this is terrible at the moment.
Thank you for your honesty.
Oh wait, no, I meant our stuff. I didn't mean your stuff.
Oh gosh, don't flatter me.
Two viewers. Who's the other? It is Rob Watling. Okay. How's your name pronounced? Your last
Watling.
name, Rob.
W-A-T.
Watling.
What?
What?
Everyone says Watling though.
Yeah.
Every streamer.
Sorry.
It's alright. I've come to accept it now.
Yeah, it's the problem being Swede. We can't really pronounce anything right. Even in our own language. I got a 3D printer set up here in my ship. That's a start, I guess.
It looks good.
Maybe it's too small, I don't know.
What's the option?
This is 3D printer, I think.
The replicator type thing that you throw materials in and it gives you the parts you need.
I guess it's coming. Yeah, it's visible on.
I like it. I think it's decent size.
We don't have to be perfect, but I would like us to be somewhat. I don't know if I even mean that, but it's nice if we don't stray too far from science.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I missed this line that we're back here. So what else do we need? Like maybe a tall thing to put reeds in?
Possibly, yeah.
Let's copy the base of this. Just make another module which has like glass and very different base, I think.
The reeds you guys are talking about, what are they in one of the worlds? Like if I press the escape key, can I find?
No, they're not in the game. They're if you scroll back in the developer chat.
I added it in the Minewell 1.0 board.
Okay.
I added the mock-ups so that we could find them quickly.
So how do I navigate? Oh, I press boards. Minewell 1.0. Okay. So the vegetation tile set thing, the green ones in there. Maybe it shouldn't be the same size. This one should have a little bit different dimensions, I think. It's two. Also, asymmetry always looks good in sci-fi, I think.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel pretty happy about this synthwave soundtrack I got as well. So maybe it's not only
Pig squealing that does.
pig squeals
does it for
that this is working pretty well. What was this? The playlist we're pushing the other day.
Me?
Yeah.
It is. This is synthwave.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Shit.
I can probably find it.
Yeah.
This is synthwave. Oh, that's the one I'm on.
Yeah, that's the one you sent.
You had another,
Oh, I've
like
got-
a collection.
I've got new retro wave. Yeah, new retro wave.
Oh,
And that has Miami Nights, loads of other stuff, Laserhawk,
yeah,
FM stuff.
yeah. I think it was like one album that was a collection.
Oh, Magnetron. Yeah, it's Magnetron 2.0, and there's a Magnetron on its own as well.
Either of you listen to Manga Drive?
To what? Manga?
Sorry?
Manga Drive, like manga anime comics.
Oh, right. I do not.
No. Is it good?
Links.
Do it.
I'm on their Bandcamp now. I'm going to have a look at that.
Ooh.
I love this Magnetron album compilation.
Yeah, I'll put it on in a sec, I think.
Sorry, I've got it on as well. I've got my audio off on your stream, otherwise I hear everything we say.
Yeah.
Again.
Let's promote this on Twitter a little bit now that I have. Hello, Twitter. 17 notifications. What the heck has happened here? Sci-Fax has begun watching. Hello, Sci-Fax.
Really baffles me at how like unpredictable the Twitch website is.
From which?
Just from like, sometimes buttons don't work, sometimes values change. Like your views, total views to me now is 0. I haven't refreshed the page or anything. It just, when I'm trying to change things on my dashboard, it just says an error occurred and doesn't tell you what. And just, oh, chat can't load, but no error. It's
Yeah,
just,
chat has been a little bit iffy for me, but
yeah, I've never had a good experience with Twitch, yet somehow it's still the top broadcasting thing. I guess no one else is the only other.
I guess streaming works pretty fine.
Yeah. Maybe that's what matters, I guess.
So, no. There we go.
Under control. The one thing I want to say about specialists can be a real asset. If you have a good specialist player, that can be great. What I personally object to are these
is hard,
yo. Main snowflakes that I think are the
especially curbs.
Exists in Heroes of the Storm that are AFK for the entire game, don't do anything, just
that
push in lanes, let the team die in even late game objective fights of 4 versus 5. Never join up.
I'm thinking this is where you, if you're looking at my screen at some point, that would be the point. This back end here is where you put the crystals in to fuel.
Yep.
That's where we play the deposit sound, I guess.
Cha-ching. You updated your avatar on Twitter?
I did. I did it this morning for an unknown reason.
You've gone pink as well.
I gone pink, and that sort of kind of matches the Hellas of the Demons thing. So it's close enough for me.
The avatars are really good.
Sorry.
I quite enjoy the avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. Like that. I don't know. Maybe add some support beams or something so it holds this thing, because it's important ship machinery needs to be fastened to the floor. Three viewers. Now it almost has to be. Oh, I guess that's Syfax. No, Syfax.
It says the Louis there
It does? Okay.
on mine, but
Yeah, I don't know. I'll restart the thing. The Twitch being Twitch, I guess.
yeah, Twitch gonna Twitch.
Here we go. The Louis. Are you there, the Louis? What are you doing? Okay, so 3D printer, somewhere to store your oxygen making plants. What else do we need? What kinds of machinery?
About companions.
We had
I
this
was-
with bots, didn't we? Sentry drones or whatever.
Yeah, that you could craft. I've been thinking a lot about Gertie from.
Yeah, I love Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, me too. So I
I'm here
was
to keep you
thinking
safe, Sam.
maybe. Do you know? Yeah. Do you know in Hyperlight Drift, Sprite that follows you around, and just floats around wherever you are and does things for you, opens doors and things.
Oh, okay.
I think that's something that we could, like everything else with this game, steal, or borrow or whatever.
That's what all games these days are. Nothing's unique anymore.
Yeah. Let's not even try to strive for it. It just give up.
Well, I didn't realise the other day, like until I started watching a playthrough of Hyperlight Drifter, that's how you recharge your weapons in that, is by hitting things.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
Okay. I
I
thought.
think it was just like today or yesterday I came to the same realization.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to be original.
It's
let's put
taking
it
the
that
best
way.
ideas and tweaking them to your own flavour. Oi, stop eating my headphones.
Did either of you play Tormentor X Punisher?
No, but I did watch some playthroughs of it,
I have not.
some runs of it. They
Yeah,
have.
so-
I think it was you who mentioned the shotgun versus normal gun mechanic.
Like when
Right.
you fire the shotgun, it totally replenishes your ammo.
Yeah.
You could do a similar thing where when you release, it gives you a small portion of your
Energy back.
like that you deplete from shooting the laser.
Already does.
Does.
Yep, I added that. It might be unnoticeable at the moment though.
Well, I'm really unobservant because I'm like.
No, it's okay. It's not.
It's really hard
noticeable.
to notice those things
Yeah.
when the UI doesn't give you any indication that
Yeah.
a change has happened. So
Because by the time you release, unless you're specifically looking at the bar, you wouldn't have noticed that it had gone up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did add it though because I did feel like I want to use the laser more, but I also really enjoy the shotgun.
Just to be contrary, I'm not sure I like it because I like the idea that there's one way to regain, and that is to use the pick. So you're kind of forced to use it sometimes, but I'm not 100% on that. So
Okay, well we can can always remove it or tweak it or whatever, really.
Yeah. One of the things for me is I've been sort of like mentally programmed to use only the laser, so like
Yeah.
tying in some sort of reward mechanism into the shotgun is beneficial. So something that'll keep me coming back and using it.
So why would you say you're using the laser? Safety?
I don't know. I feel like
I think some people just gravitate towards safer, like maybe like certain weapons are certain people's play styles.
Yeah.
it's
I use the
straightforward.
I use the shotgun and the laser most.
I like melee. I run around and I try to hit the enemies. I think that's the most fun for me.
Yeah, I think it's better now that the health has gone up.
Yeah,
Before it felt too dangerous.
Yeah.
Skirt the enemies relatively safely and be able to do the melee.
Yeah.
Because like mostly what I use is just laser, but
Yeah.
Because it depends on certain enemy types as well. Like the little spiked ones you don't really want to get too close to. But the bomb ones or the spinning ones, you can probably get in and hit them before they can touch you.
Yeah, but the bomb ones, you shouldn't. Well, you had to. I want it to be like if you hit the bomb ones, they should die in one. But then you have to dash away unless you want to take like 75% of your health away.
Right, yeah.
And that should be really a high risk reward thing with the bombs.
So the bomb should blow up, but then there should be a delay before their actual explosion.
Yes.
So that you can get out. Okay.
I also think that the shooty ones, maybe there should be some kind of a rotation towards you that is a little bit slow. So that if you stand before them, they shoot at you, you do 2 dashes so you come in behind them.
Yeah, so they don't 360 vision you kind of thing. Because currently you can walk around them and they'll just continue to shoot at you rather than rotate to look at you.
Yeah. And that becomes very hard to counter from a melee user's standpoint. Aggressive synthwave animanga. The old Spark, that's from Transformers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, this is heavy. It's also totally drowning out anything saying. Let me try to find the volume on. Is it a volume? Is there a volume on? Oh, this is awesome. Let's do it on play it on Spotify instead. Does people use Spotify in the States?
yeah,
This is the European thing now.
States. I don't use it, but pretty much states can.
When I went to Texas, they were using it quite a bit. Like in the office I worked at.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it's somewhat archaic to not use it, but support person. Like,
Are you like a Winamp person?
Oh, I used to use Winamp.
oh god, no. I just, if I don't have the file on my computer, I'm scared I'm gonna lose it forever, so I have to have it, otherwise I won't listen.
Yeah, they actually did a thing recently where they deleted a lot of music they didn't like, pretty much.
Oh.
Like Penile Suffocation and other weird bands that I sometimes listen to.
See, yeah, see that's the problem with online, is you have no control over it. You can subscribe to it, but if the license runs out or something, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah. The convenience of having
Yeah, the
every
convenience
song ever
outweighs that though.
for me.
Yeah.
I know other people have
me
it.
and Liv absolutely love Spotify.
Yeah.
I use it daily. At first I was really like, I'd rather just like have the stuff on my, but now I'm just like, no, it's amazing.
I used to have like,
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I can download for offline on my phone, and you know, I go into a tunnel on the train, no problem.
Right. And usually the tunnels aren't long enough, so that your buffer even it just works.
For us, like my train journey, there's about 2 minutes underground.
Okay.
Like in one stretch, and it just there's no internet. It's like the longest 2 minutes ever.
Yeah.
It's like I'm cut off from the world.
Anything could happen during those
exactly
2 minutes. You come out and there's a nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is gone. Nuclear winter struck. The Russians have risen.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't joke about that.
No, Putin's a
We're
madman.
dead scared about the Russians here in Sweden. They're too close for comfort.
Yeah, they're pushing their boundaries a bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they're flying over us.
Doing war games and such on the border.
Yeah, showing their muscles.
Yeah. You're a silly pussycat.
Putin. Putin. Okay. Things I had in my head are starting to kind of making their way into the pixel art. I gotta figure out like what's next. I guess I need a floor texture or something to make it look like not just a black thing. I was thinking maybe the cockpit was slightly below. You kind of go out here and there's a bit of a stair. But I don't think a stair looks so good on a spaceship, so maybe it's just a step or a ramp, maybe. Let's try ramp. Go. Yeah, the what were they called? Manga drive. This is exactly what I what I like.
I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Yeah.
It's
Do that.
super,
Yeah.
so much.
I don't know. Feels weird.
Oh, you silly pussycat.
So how do you draw a share from the side in a 3/4, or rather a 45-degree? This is going to be a little bit. Gotta take the player size into account as well. I think maybe segmented this. shit out first. Uh. This looks like a toilet.
Yeah, it does.
Crap.
To the poop deck.
Yep. Is that a headrest or something? That might no. That made it more like crap. Okay, I got it. I think I need to stay away from the like rounded seat thing, because that'll
give you the toilet feel.
yeah. I was also thinking that we should have these windows and down, because it would look down when you, so maybe something like that, so you can see out in the down direction as well as up. Maybe more important that you can see down, so you don't land on something icky.
I suggest something.
Yep.
What if, like, the ship, before you enter it, it's totally closed off, and you'd only see the external view. Upon entry, it's much larger once you're actually inside it, so it takes up like most of the camera. So you'd have a lot more room for detail, and
yeah, we were
discussing the starbound approach, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm not sure that, like, do we need more space in there? Maybe we do. That would also give you sort of a, if you call it a more symbolic approach to things.
exactly.
Like, and the crystals are like sort of icons that this is crystals. So maybe that works. I'm not 100% on that concept. But maybe that's something to at least consider. But the way I imagined it was like when the game starts, you could see the ship with its exterior kind of go down on a black screen, and then pretty much the outer hull towards the camera is peeled away. Then you can see the player kind of waking up or stepping outside of some kind of cryo chamber or whatever. And then the minute you walk out on the ledge or the ramp, the outside world kind of fades in somehow. That was the way I imagined it. But that doesn't have like the zoom in, zoom out, have larger insides than outsides. I'm not sure. Let's think about it for a bit. It's hard to convey the shape of that I want with the windows here, because I don't know perspective that well, at least. It's also like a false perspective with it's not, there is no real perspective in here. It's just a orthographic tilt to things, which makes it a little bit even trickier, and probably easier because I don't have to be perfect about it. Because yeah, so like this one, it should be straight there, maybe. Maybe this is a fool's errand. Maybe like you shit ton of like panels and things instead. So maybe there's a camera looking down on one of the pictures.
Yeah.
That might be a better solution to that part. I'm totally seeing CRTs for some reason. I'm not sure like why, but
that's because things like Moon, Alien, they all have the really old computers.
yeah, with that kind of fluorescent interfaces and
Yeah,
such.
bright green on black, terminal style.
You have a sort of CRT shader on one of the.
Like with scan lines and maybe a little bit
Yeah.
bulge to it. Yeah, I like that. I've thought about that too. That would look really good, I think, for this game. It sort of also heightens the sense of. Hey, back to toilet territory. Wait, back up. But it's sort of high. No shape size select. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, and it heightens the sense like this graphics. This could be a game that's from way back, or it's sort of a representation of the things we see in games or in movies like Alien.
Yeah.
I guess they have more colors and things in what it's called in Moon, but yeah, I don't know. It's something that'll work itself out in the end. If it looks cool, I think it'll work. But I still like the idea that the game is quite. It looks a little bit simple from the graphics, but with the sounds and maybe the subject matter that we talked about before, I think we could have something that is more. It doesn't feel like such a retro thing, maybe.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, like I want the game to feel somewhat, to some degree, serious at least, because I think that's a nice contrast between the simple graphics, and maybe one could imagine that we choose the simple graphics to have time to develop some kind of overarching thing.
All right, I think I'm gonna get to bed.
Yeah, you should do that. I'll probably stream tomorrow for a bit at least, so you can join again.
Okay.
Nice having you on.
Let me know if there's anything in specific you want me to address that I did for going forward.
No, I think we want to mull up the way we sounds, but concretely for sounds, I think you could work a little bit more on the walking sounds, because I think those were overpowering. Yeah, I like the laser and the vacuum stuff. Sometimes when I listened to it a couple of times, and I felt the vacuum sounded more like a laser and the way around, but I'm not sure. Like that's your domain. I will not take too much whatever.
And get a couple more iterations, and we'll just be able to pick and choose whatever's.
Yeah, I think maybe there's a little bit of like us not knowing what we want yet, so more at this stage I think is better. Yeah. Okie dokie, have a good night then. talk to you again tomorrow, maybe.
Yep. See you later.
That doesn't look very toilety, does it? I think it's fine. So what are you working on, Rob?
That's good. I'm currently messing around with the spike enemy. When it dies, I want the spikes to shoot out in the 4 directions.
Okay. I like that.
And that could give a cool death effect.
Yep, good idea. That made all the difference to the ramp thing. A little bit of beveling always helps.
Ah, yeah.
Yay. This cockpit is a little bit barren. I think I want like more screens and things. Apparently there was a cry chaos thing when Sophie left Hugo and
No.
but not Hugo. Yes, the other
All right.
other. He was apparently asked what's going on here. What is this noise they're making? Why are they not happy?
Bless.
So that's good. Feels good that he didn't follow along on that
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I guess rewatching Moon was pretty cool. I had forgotten a lot about the story, I don't remember at all when I saw it.
Yeah, I do like that film.
It was a little bit different the first time you saw it. Just you didn't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
Yeah, I remember watching it the first time. Yeah, I had no idea what it was. Just seemed someone was watching it, so I watched it as well, and yeah.
Yeah. There's a little bit of like classic Goa trance style stuff in the Manga Drive album. I haven't listened to that kind of music for quite a while.
Gonna listen to it eventually once I remember.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna go get food at some point. I don't know what I want. So one of the things I feel I always with or things that I'm not super successful on when I make games is this kind of thematic thing where you have like the story and the gameplay kind of work together.
yeah.
I would like, it would be lovely if we could kind of deliver on the ideas we've
Mhm.
the story in this game.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I'd like to get a good balance on them.
I guess the perfect balance is like, well, I don't know, but it could be that when the gameplay sort of encourages the story and vice versa. That's where we want to be.
Yeah.
Encourages, I mean, reinforce. I got my entire mouth full of blisters and little sores. So I'm a little bit less talky than.
Why is that?
than
Is
I
that
want.
from the dentist the other day? Or?
No, I just get it. It's like when I get a cold.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Usually the things just hates me.
Mm.
Yeah, the mouth has been a source of constant trouble in the last few days.
Mine's never great, but
I'm an old man as well. So that's one of the things that start breaking down first.
oh, hang on.
Yep. No yawning on stream.
Sorry about that.
No worries. There's a game jam coming up. The Proc Jam.
Proc Jam. That's a procedure generation one.
Yeah, make something that makes something. I love that
Oh, yeah.
idea. What was the,
My tutor used to
Give me
talk
their-
about this quite a bit.
your tutor?
My uni tutor,
Uh,
because he does AI research and such. So
cool, cool. Quite a bit of infected mushroom sounds in. I like. Try out the latest album. Death Turismo. I do think my share is too small.
I think it's quite good, but then again, yeah, I'm not a artist.
That's better. If you just look at the size of the player and
Yeah.
should she fit in there? I don't know. I wonder if I should have more white.
Now the
Just
question
to
is,
show.
when she's in the ship, is she in her suit?
Good question.
For now, yes.
Definitely yes for now.
It might be a cool way in the future to introduce you to a bit more of the character.
So where's the leak? There we go. No, there's a leak in here somewhere. I was thinking just to make more contrast from between the inside and the outside I have, but I think that makes I made it too strong. Let's peel back that. This food is starting to become a pressing matter.
Mm.
Do I? I need to have something that agrees with my mouth troubles.
Soup.
Soup? Nah. Oh, I don't think soup. Also, I don't have a car today, so
Ah, okay.
it'll mess some of my plans up. Ugh. 4 viewers. We have gone viral.
Mm.
Hello, everybody. What do you guys think about my ship? The inside of it looks like this. The outside looks like this, pretty much. Good. Oh, not like that. Are you actually developing on your Mac?
Not at the moment. That's was updating
Coming
and
out.
such.
Okay.
Oh, I need to connect to power for it to continue doing what it wants to do. It's just installing OS X updates and such.
Okay.
I'll be working on my Mac probably tonight. Till I can get a... Problem is I want to plug it into my monitor, but the monitor only has a HDMI and a display port, and the display port's already in use. So, and HDMI only goes up to 50 Hertz, I think.
Okay, that's
So it will give me a headache. That's weird.
not working the way it should.
No, when they explode, they have weird rotations. I have to remove their parent because the parent gets destroyed on death. So I deparent them, and I'm guessing that screws with their rotation.
Which ones?
You know the spikes, the spike alien that has one on each side.
Yeah.
So on death.
Oh, you detach. I get it.
I detached them.
Detach the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
What shouldn't you just be able to add a rigid body on them, and then the rotation they're at, just do transform that whatever.
Yeah, I've done I add a force. I add a force in the transform.right times force. And they move in the right direction. It's just they're oriented wrong for some reason. When they get detached, they change their orientation.
Yeah, that's not supposed to. Hello, Krillst.
That's really weird.
How are you doing today? I'm trying to furnish my spaceship. I think I'm doing all right.
Don't hear that every day.
Yeah. Yeah, this is probably not going to be the final look of the things, but we need something to get started.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is like not bad.
I like it.
It's a first try. Is it raining still? It's like the wettest day ever.
Mm.
I gotta walk to buy stuff. One fine furnished spaceship, thank you. I even got a share. Sure has its challenges to work in 4-color low res. One loose idea I had before was that the mining ship would actually have a an attachment that it can get on its roof.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here if I can find my original. I was thinking maybe on the top of it, add some things, and then it could have like a big container on top, which is where they put all the ore.
Yeah.
Something like that. But maybe that isn't there on this one, for lore reasons.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Which you could figure out if you were paying attentions. Attentions.
Mm. Yeah. Find
So
another
maybe
ship
draw in
with it
some
on.
attachment points. Sorry, what did you say?
Maybe you find it on another one of those ships that might be abandoned.
Yeah. What's the status on Hellish Other Demons? I'm waiting for some responses from other parties. But it's pretty close to being done. Then dependent quite heavily on what the other parties, and not going to name them, say about things. It'll be released sooner or later. So I'm taking, like, I shouldn't, but I'm taking a little bit of time to work on this project while the other things are brewing in the background. Eager to play it. Do you have a beta key, Krills? Cool. I think the game gets better and better, but I really need to get on to actually releasing it soon. It's getting ridiculous. I was asking if you had a beta key. I don't remember if I ever gave you one. No beta. If you want one, I can give you a beta key. On the premise that you actually give me some beta back. Gotta find them bugs. Give me a second. I got it right here. On my Google Drive. I have given out no less than... You'll be the 94th beta key that I send out.
Damn.
Whisper. There you go. I would also, I'll link our Discord, which is what I'd prefer to have as the channel for communicating the whatever it's called, like the
Feedback.
The feedback. Thank you. So you can join that and maybe talk to other players. That looks a little bit like something could attach to that, I think.
Yep.
That's cool. I also have this kind of I promised my accountant to go through everything and make sure everything is in for like a mid-year checkup for or checkup, I don't know. Just get some feeling for the economy. That's not going to be fun. No problems, Krillst. Looking forward to your feedback. I'm looking forward to taking this game, like when we get to the next level and can start doing things like maybe have more official streams of it. Maybe we can have a call-in thing on the Discord.
Yeah.
Things like that would be fun, I think. Involve people earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe just in a month or so have the have a public what's it called, like a early access thing.
Yeah.
totally messed up the layering here. First of all, that needs to go on its own layer. There, I think. Six viewers? What the? Just as soon as I talk about getting lunch, people flow in. So I got the 3D printer, the oxygen tank, hydroponic, whatever, and I got the stasis sleep pod.
Cryo chamber, yeah.
Yeah. The
Power jet, the engine, fuel cell, whatever.
I'm thinking just for lore reasons, since we don't want any like real high tech things. Or our versions of that. The sleep chamber could just be like they put you full of tranquilizer and you'll sleep deeply for a month or 5, whatever it takes to get home from the Kuiper belt, if that's where you are.
It's looking really good.
Thanks. I got this corner that's a little bit unused. I guess I could put some boxes in there.
I was
going to
say put some storage crates or something.
Do I want to... A classic, I don't know what to do with this level design approach. Just put some storage crates, put an X on them to make sure everyone knows that they're conforming to the traditional sci-fi game conventions. That looks like shit.
Hey, zombie.
Hey, Frederick, you here? Hey, Frederick, how you doing? Glad that you could come at a time when I'm actually streaming. Turns out I probably I'll leave in a few. But, how you doing? What you been up to? Yeah, I'm good. Save for the blisters inside of my. Is there another word for that? Like when you get this kind of shit in your mouth. That I think the medical term could be afte in Swedish. I'm not 100% sure that's Swedish or Latin or whatever. Yeah, it's afte. Looks like I pronounced it in the correct region of the world, at least. I don't know. Porting the generator we use for handling files and courses from Swift to Electron and Vue.js. Cool. Let's check Vue. Isn't Vue... Would you say that Vue is instead of React?
Yeah, Swift changes a couple of times a year, I think, doesn't it?
That's not mature yet. But why not use React? React is the shit. I love React. So is React. Simple, nice, very code focused. I love it. I really got grown to dislike Angular now that I learned more about React, actually. Are you getting burgled, Rob?
There's someone outside. I don't know. I don't think I'm being burgled.
You can never know.
How do you plead? Not burger like guilty.
I'm
Mr.
sorry, I
Bender.
have all these. Sorry?
It's just Futurama. Mr. Bender, you've been found guilty of 3 counts of burglar and larceny. How do you plead? Not burglar guilty.
Okay, so Frederick, you're choosing it for the... It's what you know, pretty much, but it's a better version of Angular rather than something new and cool like...
like every
like
JavaScript
React.
framework ever. There's a new one every week.
2. I'm slightly off on my incline here. That should be up there. Okay. Makes more sense. Burger. Make me want to get burgers.
Yeah, I want a burger now, damn it. I could order in, actually.
Oh, I could do that too, but that's super expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks a little bit brighter outside now. Maybe that's the sign of
Staying in the
go
house
now
forever.
or yeah. Never leave the house. Actually,
So weird.
still on the rotation system.
Yeah. So odd. I even store the positions before I detach them and then reset them.
I will be back in the afternoon. It's just a matter of feeding the hungry trolls inside of my stomach.
Yeah, I'm cracking the whip on him at the moment, so he's working hard. Gotta let him eat though, unfortunately.
That's the Geneva Convention for you. Always putting.
That's why we're leaving the EU.
Mr. Brexit man.
Oh God, it's the worst.
Yeah, it's got a lot of similarities with American.
Yeah.
There's a stupid majority thing that screws it up for everyone without knowing what they're doing.
Yeah. The funny thing is now they're like. So the original thing is, oh, we can leave and save money and we can spend it on the NHS. And the funny thing is, the Treasurer has come out and said it's likely the NHS will get even less funding.
Yeah.
After.
I saw some tweet, and I'm always, because you always know which side the tweet comes from, and that was very. You could tell. By the numbers that probably it's a little bit much, but it was like, I don't know, staying in the EU costs this much. Brexit costs like 10 times more.
Yeah. Like the actual process of leaving is so like, yeah, just it baffles me.
So do you think it will go through, or will
I hope to God that it doesn't, because
is there like any talk about things not happening?
Nothing's
Or is it
happened
just-
so far apparently. Like literally nothing. They can't agree on anything.
That's a good start for.
Pretty much because the UK seem to think we hold all the cards when in fact it's the complete opposite way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Did you see? Oh, sorry.
No.
Did you see the what's it called, like last week tonight bit on Brexit, when they had the who was, I don't know, Lord Buckethead, I think
Yeah.
was the thing.
Yeah, it was. Let's just make Lord Buckethead PM and he'll reverse Brexit and everything. Yeah, I like John Oliver.
He's great. But he's probably great because I generally hold the same political views, or at least on the same edge of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like everything else, we're just liking whatever we already think, pretty much.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with the EU. I don't know why I would not like it, so...
I used to be against back when I was young, just because that was the party line,
Yeah.
I guess. Or at least part of the party line.
No deal Brexit would cost $15,000 per person.
No deal Brexit. So that's the catch.
Yeah, that's just crashing out.
But that's not gonna happen.
Hope not. Although Theresa May said, like, our PM was like, you should we should start preparing for the no exit deal situation.
Because the EU isn't gonna budge,
Yeah.
probably.
They keep spouting no deal is better than a bad deal. No deal is just the worst possible,
I think so.
consequence. We lose everything and gain nothing. Everyone's like, oh, sovereignty. Nothing will change.
Nothing positive, at least.
Yeah. I mean, I've worked in London. Well, all of my professional career has been London. And the amount of people I've worked with who are not from Britain is a massive amount. And they're all very talented.
Yeah. Same, my last job, we had people from all over the place, and it wouldn't have been possible to get that talent if we were only looking at Sweden.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, sure, Sweden has some great developers, but so does India and Pakistan and
Yeah.
I don't know, Germany, whatever. It's a weird thing. Yes, maybe we're a little bit like biased because we're in the tech industry,
Maybe it's different
where
elsewhere.
we're pretty well paid and things like that. So
Yeah.
I'm always a little bit careful about maybe knowing my own privilege.
Maybe.
I mean,
I didn't grow up in a well-off family though.
no, I'm definitely didn't, or I definitely didn't. But some people have had it worse, I guess, and
Oh,
some
yeah,
people
yeah.
have worse, like what do you call it? Like they're having less. I don't know how to say it in English, but they're worse off from just due to like maybe they have a hard time reading, or maybe their parents
Yeah.
don't subscribe to the same kind of worldview that you have. End up in weird places.
Ah, okay.
Breakthrough.
No, unfortunately not. Someone sent me a message yesterday on the TIG forums. He couldn't get the build to run, and it's because it's 64-bit and he's only got 32-bit Windows.
Okay.
But you should be able to provide a 32-bit.
I'm only building Hellas 64-bit.
Yeah. That's what by default I'd only go 64-bit, but if there's requests for 32-bit and it doesn't cause any issues, then I'd be happy to provide those for the current you know, demo and such. But
We should work a little bit on developing up the build process, so you can just push. I have a server that. No, well, it's Unity now. I don't know. Maybe not.
you can do headless mode Unity.
Yeah, and run it on Linux.
Yeah, so you don't have to load the UI or anything. You don't need a graphics card. You can literally just run it for the build processes.
Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. I have like when you run Unity, a beta, and then you have Linux, which isn't officially super supported. I'm a little bit scared of that, maybe. But I've written build scripts for Unity before, so
Okay.
should just me to try it out. Okay, I think this is how far I'm gonna get before lunch. Get myself something to eat.
Yeah, no problem. I'll I'll go grab some food now.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone on the stream. We'll be back in a bit,
Yeah.
maybe an hour or so.
Yeah. Yep.
Coolio. So, see you around.
See you soon.